sometimes I stop, or sometimes I forget to stop and realize how far I've come. I've not only gone through so much, but I've healed a lot of wounds from everything I've gone through. And sitting here reflecting on a lot of the wounds, a lot of the trauma, especially from a young age, and remembering a lot of these experiences, the emotional abuse, the neglect, the judgment, just the all the projections, the lack of love and guidance. It helps me reflect on why I have certain issues. And this is so important because a lot of us don't stop to think and realize that a lot of the issues within the world, within just people, come from childhood trauma. And it's scientific based, and this is something that I really dove deep in within my journey of just understanding myself. I like to call it my spiritual awakening journey, because it really woke me up to not only my healing, my becoming a better version of myself, but I'm listening to a subliminal right now. But anywho, it triggered me into my healing journey, my spiritual awakening journey, because initially I was surrounded by my family at the time. I was surrounded by just very toxic people, and what I mean by toxic is narcissistic, self-centered, people pleasers, just people that have gone through their own shit and didn't want to do anything about it. It's not that they were, I don't even like to say bad people, because you can consider anyone bad just based on their belief system, what they do in life. They don't even have to murder anybody and they could be considered bad, right? But it's more so they didn't want to take accountability for their own actions. And me at the time was just getting tired of my own bullshit, getting tired of just being so drained, and I just felt miserable. I felt lost, I felt confused, I was all over the place. But I had to go through that to really wake the fuck up and realize who the fuck I am and want better for myself overall. And so just reflecting on a lot of that helps me dive into, personalities, astrology, numerology, tarot, manifesting, and just, candle magic. It connects to it all, to source, to universe, even diving deep within religions, politics, the government. And at the end of the day, life is crazy. The world's crazy. There's so many crazy things happening at this moment. There's always something crazy going on. And there's just interesting insights within our world, within our reality, that we co-create based on, our belief system, based on our childhood trauma, generational trauma. Mind you, I spoke about in my last reflections episode 4 about how I came into this world. My biological mom was sexually assaulted, and that generational trauma, you know, came into the world for me too, because I was sexually assaulted twice. And so it's connecting the dots within our wounds, within our decisions, within our issues, and really seeing the bigger picture. Opening our eyes to a deeper truth to help us become better, become more aware, become more conscious, be able to choose what really works for us and what doesn't. Whether it's based on a certain belief system, a certain status, a certain, you know, perception, viewpoint of life. It honestly transformed my life for the better. It doesn't mean that everything's perfect and like rainbows and sunshine. Obviously, I just got done crying. But it's a form of knowing that I went through a lot. And my feelings are valid. Yeah, I overcome a lot. I healed a lot. And I made a home for myself. I kept fighting. I kept wanting to prove everyone else wrong. I wanted to prove myself wrong. I didn't want to believe the lies that I was fed. I wanted to heal. I wanted to see everybody else heal, and I still do. And I think that's just really the beauty of existing. It's all possible for all of us. It's when we stop and just sit with ourselves for a minute. It doesn't have to be an hour, it doesn't have to be a day. It could just be a whole minute to really just sit and understand that you've been through a lot. Whatever it is for you, you've been through a lot. And you're doing your best with what you know, with what you've been taught, with what you want to learn. And it's not easy. It's not always fun. It's can be a little all over the place, like some of my videos, a lot of my videos. But I've learned it's okay. I don't want to be perfect. I don't want to be something I'm not. I want to do my best to just experience life unapologetically, even if it just means I'm wrong, even if it means that I don't make any sense, that no one can understand me. Because at the end of the day, I understand myself, and I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to get to that point, and I finally have. And I'm super grateful. And I'm still moving forward, still looking forward, still doing my best every day, every moment, every time something else happens. I'm doing my best.